We also have Fashu Koro present. The Moro Koro is present. We have Gumo Koro. We have Sambaka Koro. We also have Silver Koro's rep. We have Bochi Koro present here. We have Kandia Koro, Guarama Koro, Lemera Koro also present. We have our own Hala Koro. Hala Koro Ajere to Liman, paramount queen mother of the Golu traditional area. Now, fast forward to the following personalities of dignity in our traditional ladder. We have Koru Bajo Liman, the fifth, Golu Koru. He's present here with us. We also have the acting president of Golu traditional area in the person of Koru Abdul Rahman Kasim Bata IV. He is Golu Koru. We also have Koru Abu Diaka Sukale Ninya. He is the paramount chief and the overlord of Zini traditional area, and he's also the president of the Zini Traditional Council. Now, in between the two, Zini Koru and Golu Koru, is the overlord of the Proma traditional area in the person of Koru Osman Devia Napa III. He is also the president of the Proma traditional area. Thank you so very much.
Thank you very much. We give the opportunity to a representative of the traditional authorities to give their address. Asira Kuru Rebalase no Ase Ka Bawumia Abinu Anhora Nasim. The traditional authorities are asking that their imams or religious leaders be introduced, so we give them that opportunity.
Due to time factor, I will not be able to introduce all the imams because they are in their numbers. The elderly amongst them, please kindly permit me. We know you are with your fellowship from the various communities. We have the hosting imam, that is the imam for Golu Central Mosque, in the person of Babia, Malam Babia Yahya. He is present here. I think he just gave us the opening prayer. We also have our imam from JVC in the person of Al-Hajj Mustafa, also present. Now to the middle, we have the Deputy Chief Imam of Ahlul Sunnah wal Jama'ah in the person of Malam Idris Salifu Dewere. I am sure His Excellency will ask for the meaning of that name, Dewere. Okay, to his right is one of our elderly imams in the person of Al-Hajj Abu Bakr Abdul Mumin. He is the imam for Desmond community. And to his right is the chief imam of Ahlul Sunnah wal Jama'ah Sisala West in the person of Sheikh Abdullah Ali Anjinchi. That is another name. With all due respect, imams present, you are duly recognized. Thank you. We have in our midst here Reverend Ernest Mweku for the DVC district present here. We have Reverend Emmanuel Sabi Opoku Fialemo. We have Reverend David Nkrumah also in Golu here. We have our only senior high school's headmaster present here. And our midst also is our own education director in the person of Mr. Borubi Nuhu.
Yeah, thank you very much, our revered chiefs, religious leaders, our queen mothers. We now give the opportunity to our traditional authorities to address us.
Your Excellency, Dr. Bawumia, Vice President of the Republic of Ghana and leader of the Cabinet New Patriotic Party, senior members of your entourage, especially our own brother and in-law, Honorable Andrew, then MP for London. The Honorable Minister of Defense, Honorable Dominic Nito. My first interaction with him was in 2002 when he appeared on One-on-One, the program that was very catchy at the time, Koku 101. The Honorable Regional Minister, Honorable Stephen Yakubu, the Deputy Minister, oh, he's not here. Oh, okay. High-ranking members of government, the Honorable DCE for Sisala West, Honorable Mahmoud Foka, the former MP of Sisala West, Honorable Patrick Al-Hassan Adam, party functionaries led by the capable regional chairman, Al-Hajj Abdul Aziz Abdul Rahman, alias Chairman Watts. The PC for Sisala West MPP, Honorable Salifu Nelibi Kalubi. Party chairman for MPP in Sisala West, Chairman Abu Shai, and your executive heads of departments, my colleague Paramount Chief, Divisional, Sub-Divisional, Paramount Queen Mothers here gathered, security personnel, the media, all invited guests, the clergy and the cleric, dear ladies and gentlemen, I am highly privileged and humbled to, on behalf of the three traditional areas in Sisala West, namely Zini traditional area, Golu traditional area, and Kulma traditional area, of which I am the humble servant. Welcome you and your entourage to the peaceful land of the Sisala. Your visit affords us a unique opportunity to hold discussions of mutual interest on issues of development within various sectors of the Ghanaian economy: energy, education, growth, health, among others. Your Excellency, the chiefs and people of Sisala West are very grateful to this government for connecting numerous communities within the Sisala West district to the national grid. However, there are still a few communities that are yet to be benefit from this generous gesture from the state. Namely, Bele community, Hana community, Kuni community, Sambaka community, and an out settlement of Zini known as Baka. Binu community in the Zini traditional area. The chiefs and people wish to appeal to Your Excellency to hasten the process of connecting these 5 communities to the national grid through the Ministry of Energy. Your Excellency, we have seen tremendous investment in the education sector by this government and previous governments, culminating in the district getting Dr. Hilalman Senior High School and a building project yet to be completed in Zini. Your recent pledge to grant the request of our late father and colleague Parliament Chief, the late Guru Guru Kuri Bukti, the man gave to get a bus and a pickup to the Dr. Hilalman Senior High School are testaments of your government and your personal commitment to groom the quality human resource for the benefit of our country in the future. Let me be fulsome on behalf of the chiefs and people of the Sisala West District to say we are very grateful and wish to express our profound gratitude for such meaningful interventions. I have gathered, if my eyes are not deceiving me, that your pledge that you made on this same grounds barely a fortnight ago seem to likely come to fruition this very minute. I ask on behalf of my people, what kind of a politician are you? You promise and you have delivered. We are deeply touched by this generous gesture and we express our elation in very huge proportions. Your Excellency, the Sisala West District was given a district court in the near past, but the posting of military to keep the security and safety of the district and inhabitants have taken the building away from the burden yet to be established district court. May we use this solemn occasion to appeal to you to get the district chief executive to erect a district court before December elections. While these and many others are true and highly appreciated, may we use this opportunity to appeal to you to complete the Dignitary Community Day Senior High School, which is at the balance stage at Zini. Your Excellency, your government, we are told, have made tremendous investments in the road sector, building over 12,000 kilometers of roads so far. While this may be true, the Sisala land has been singing a chorus about the nature of our deplorable road network in the entire Sisala land. You told us 4 years ago that if the roads of the Sisala land are not built, it will be difficult for you to come and look at the faces of the chiefs and people of this area. Even as these are true, and that we are not trying to belabor the point, permit me to, on behalf of the people, bore your ears once again with the issue of the EU Agricultural Farm Access Rules, which was giving government, they are told, over 600 kilometers of roads to benefit farming communities in the Upper West region. As I said elsewhere, even though the Sisala area is known for its engagement, over 90% of our population engaged in farming, rather paradoxically, the prolific producers of Ghana's quality grains were left out of the distribution of the 600 kilometers of roads to benefit farmers. This erupted spontaneous reactions among the people led by the youth. That consequently led the chief to lead a delegation to Accra to meet the ministers of roads and agriculture, try and resolve this. The delegation involved the Sisala Youth President, the Zini the Sisala Union representatives, and my own self, to meet these high-ranking personalities of government. We were sure that something would be done about this in the Sisala area will benefit, noting that the government and the people of Ghana will be shooting themselves in the foot if the prolific producers of Ghana's quality grain were left out of this unique opportunity to get access to farming centers. We have since returned home in 2021, we are yet to see concrete results in this regard. May we use this occasion to appeal to you to do everything possible to see our roads in the farming areas be worked on. Again, the main highway from Sabuli through Hang to move to Banon is a major headache for commuters within and without the Sisala land. It is true that two contractors are currently working between Tumu and JVC. Our checks reveal that they are doing very well, except to draw your attention, Your Excellency, to the slow pace of the work. And our checks have revealed that it is because of yet to pay certificates that have been raised to hasten the pace of the construction. If I'm allowed to paraphrase you, get it concluded before election 2024. Let me also draw your attention. I don't know which road you pass here. If you were to pass Hang Nandowala Dajan Mutulo JVC, I'm sure you would have been calling contractors to start right away. It is so deplorable that it was by lack of God's intervention that Kulmakuro, myself, is still seated here. My rickety vehicle was further made redundant when my steer rack got broken by one of the galleys that are no longer even potholes. Your Excellency, even if that portion may not be living on contract, the people, the chiefs and people of the Sisala West and the entire Sisala land are appealing to you to send graders and payloaders to the site so that they can cover the galleys for at least for us to survive the few months of this year. Your Excellency, no one can take away your contribution to the digital economy of Ghana. You have become a colossus when it comes to digitalization, and we the people of Sisala West do not want to be left out of your digitalization drive. May we therefore use this opportunity to appeal to you to liaise with the telcos to provide telephone services to have the areas within the district. A chunk of my traditional area, semi-traditional area, and even Bolu. If you go to Decima area and Your Excellency wants to speak to Decima Guru, you will try that for 24 hours without her. We are grappling with this challenge, and we believe the engagement with the Communication Minister, Honorable Esla Kawusu Ekufu, to do the magic. Your Excellency, one of the legacies of this government is the introduction of the PFJ Phase 1. That program has benefited our people who are predominantly farmers to a large extent. Arable land for agricultural purposes that used to be abandoned for farmers to till because of our peasant nature has suddenly become scarce, more than the proverbial breast milk of the lactating tigress. Peasant farmers have suddenly become commercial farmers, contributing hugely to the great subsector of the Ghanaian economy. The introduction of the PFD2 is different, and we appeal to you to draw the attention of the Sector Minister, Honorable Brand Achampon, to hear our call to deal and solve the teeming, challenging issues that has come with the PFD Phase 2 very quickly before it's too late. I'm told that the blue seas arrived just a week or two ago, and fertilizer has started trickling in. My community, our farmers are over 1,000. The system was only able to capture 39. I beg your pardon, 49. It tells you it has challenges. If that could be done so that we all can benefit. Your Excellency, The health sector has seen a big push from this government by way of your ambitious Agenda 111 projects, of which Sisala West is glad to have been chosen to benefit health-wise. Health, they say, is wealth. Therefore, a healthy population is a wealthy population. Your love for the physical welfare of our people is shown in government's infrastructural development drive in the health sector. And this district is a beneficiary. By way of a reminder, we wish to appeal to you to use your high office to see the scheduled completion of the project located right here in Gulu. The project is in advanced stages, and getting it concluded should not give the government any additional financial aid. As you may already be aware, the Sisala West District has three traditional areas. The Gulu traditional area hosts the district capital and therefore has the district hospital. The Zini traditional area has a clinic, while the Burma traditional area is yet to have a hospital or a clinic. We are therefore appealing to you, if by God's abundant grace, you are elected president on the 7th of December, you should make it a priority project to build a clinic for the Burma traditional area. Your Excellency, the government in its quest to conserve land that is fauna and flora, you have demarcated land as a state and government around the Sisala West and Sisala East enclave. Communities affected within the Sisala West, Timie, Bene, Buye, Uncho, Desme, among others. Your government, as a listening government, has initiated payments for the demarcated land area valued at 140 million Ghana cedis. I am reliably informed that the government has been able to redeem this figure by half. May we appeal to you that on your return to Accra, to speak to my good friend, Dr. Amin Anta, the Finance Minister, to please redeem the second half of the pledge, which is 70 million Ghana cedis, for our people to use it to farm for Ghanaians to have abundant food to eat. To conclude, Your Excellency, watching you from afar during your party's presidential primaries, your emergence as the leader and flag bearer of your party, you have shown effortlessly how humble one can be, even in the midst of huge personal and collective achievements. Your level of humility has housed both your friends and foes. And we are glad, as chiefs and people of this district, to identify ourselves with your humility. The chiefs and people of Sisala West wish to use this occasion to formally congratulate you on this humble and monumental feat, chopped, while wishing you well in your dreams ahead. Your generous contribution to the spiritual well-being of our people, building a beautiful mosque I saw that I should not go unnoticed. This, I was privileged to be part of the opening ceremony and wish to repeat here that let the people of Sisala West look at you once more. In case we meet in heaven, then we will thank you once again. I thank you.
Thank you very much, Guru Osman Dewi Nampa, Paramount Chief for the Poloma traditional area. May I now have the singular honor to introduce to us some of the dignitaries who have come with His Excellency, the Vice President, to the Golu Kuro's Palace. We have Golu Kuro, one of your sons, who is in the person of Alhaji Al-Hassan Canton, aka Alhaji Alaska, regional organizer of the party. We also have another son of yours, Yusuf Al-Hassan, Assistant Regional Secretary of the party, also from your community here, the Golu Kuru. We also have in the entourage the former District Chief Executive for Sisala West, Honorable Mohammed Bako, joining us here. We have Joseph Kwayaja, who is Deputy National Organizer of the New Patriotic Party. Also in our midst, we have Haruna Mohammed, Deputy General Secretary of the New Patriotic Party. We also have Honorable Salofu Said, Senior Campaign Aide to the flag bearer. We also have in our midst Honorable Dr. Jele. Also in our midst, we have Dr. Susanna Alo, Senior Campaign Aide to the flag bearer. We have in our midst Olukoro, the former Member of Parliament for Sisala West constituency, Honorable Patrick Adama Al-Hassan. Also here with us is the Honorable District Chief Executive for the Sisala West District, Honorable Foka Mabu. We have in our midst the third Vice National Chairman of the New Patriotic Party, Chairman Alhaj Masahudu, aka Chairman Buga Buga. We have in our midst Golu Kuro, your own son, who has been working so hard with us. Honorable Majid Liman is a regional patron to the New Patriotic Party. We also have with us the Honorable Minister for Defense, Honorable Dominic Littlewell. He is also a Member of Parliament for Bimbla and a campaign coordinator for the Northern Belt. We have the Honorable Member of Parliament for the Nandom constituency, Honorable Ambrose Derry. We have in our midst the regional chairman of the New Patriotic Party, Al-Hajj Abdul Rahman Abdul Aziz, also known as Alaji White. Olukuru and all revered chiefs here in present. We have in our midst the Honorable Regional Minister for the Upper West Region, Honorable Stephen Yakubu. Olukuru, also your son, the constituency chairman for the New Patriotic Party for the Sisala West District, Chairman Saibu Abu. Revered traditional leaders, our religious leaders, we have here with the parliamentary candidates on behalf of the New Patriotic Party in the Sisala West constituency, Honorable Salifu Neluye. I now have the privilege to introduce to us the leader and flag bearer of the New Patriotic Party, who is also the Vice President of the Republic of Ghana, His Excellency, Dr. Bawumia. So, Balukuro, Inia Nara, Atu, His Excellency Harry, Akure, Maberwe Cholo, Doma, Baran, Kantagama, Kaleria, Perie, and Sayere, a parliamentary candidate, Sisala West. Lukulaha Abroya Moaple Apara, Honorable Salifu Neluye.
Thank you, Doctor, our Regional Secretary, our revered chiefs, our chief imams, the Christian community, influential members who are here, my teaming party supporters. I won't make this mistake again. The last time His Excellency was here, I did not acknowledge the boss himself. So the boss, Ambrose, Darren, is around. Former Member of Parliament for Sisala West, Honorable Patrick Al-Hassan Adama, former District Chief Executive for Sisala West, Honorable Mohammed Bako Zakaria, all protocol duly observed. A privilege once again to appear before this esteemed gathering. I want to use this opportunity to thank the Paramount Chiefs very well for the opportunity, and also to beg for permission from His Excellency, the leader of our party, so that I'll speak Sisale. Thank you, His Excellency. So look who here say, Zingi Overlord, La Polma Koro, Landawe go here, Les Golu go here, Araba Kore, Are La Imamba, Are La Kuhala, Are La Church Nihiase, La Education Director or Head Teacher, Are Nene Wahaman Naha, Jeno Ato Torore, even though Latache Moi, Tichwa Lesie, and then a bomb visiri, Miss Wal Natanga, Miss Awu Kalewu Akushiki, Elene Lanihia, His Excellency Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. Mena Nyena Chief Imam, Golu Chief Imam, Olasia Wolo Atiri. Revanese Re Vapopa Mena Laya Hana O Mohala Kambala Akako. Laya Mohala Peace Dintieni Apa Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. Atumvevia kukarine Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia hakana Arala District, Aranyaan, Arala Constituency Executives, Ladi, Elan Vota Paul, Laha Jowu, Lesne. Kora Piwo Kanara Apienyango Daha. Nsiajima Laro Walata. Olenga Njo Osa Ao Kukeru Karala Agenda Wawana Otiri. Roni Tire Wasuta Mwinewu Okan School also say Apala. Lansiava Anja Labra Javeri. Omohala Baron Achenoha Ruwola Mosso Eva Kutiri La School Zingimi Atrila Janda Wawa Amas Ruwa Nelson College Asuri School Nama Omungoluta Apala Mena Jano Oata Toro Tokana La fertilizer Bakori Mena government Okukerita Eabuse Apo Balahe Abal Enowolve Onamwa Dolu Sutonas What happens support and La fertilizer Navia or Handon Kapiasan or Hasamo Amoto Ewu Elasakan Labar Jano Labra Hanla Hane Suku Nidia Viviu La Misko Kana Bapazuo Musco Aton Dena Hatu Ama La government work and free SHS Akako Jano and no more to class via bra one ele Ama Balaya Viara Mbina the Hindu work nama ever ha Alela Wahala Otumwa on air. If a hustle at Tuni be school fees, Kaha your fertilizer, Mbina Sasang school fees now, Otuo. Landing here, this data, inshallah, Osidi president, Osidi president, La free SHS now, who is now having no, or so on the day, or so come up, Brahma. Manasia Jen Sassau, Salatinti Mana Mawa, any Chakama, Romo Peru, and Silisu, who is now how well meva. Yana how well Mrs. Sala West, Mena Jano, Majim Mowuni. Yana how well Malahala, or say Hala via Osifian. Or has a pair Rahala via Varoa, Lahana or no one. So Quoro, Lamava, La Lemava, La Christian community, La de Boleva, Cabra Lisiva, and the Vina Happy Pa, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, Lani here, Nasho, Osavu. Eva Matanga, I say in this name more parapay, say popri. If you want somebody to win for you, you need to equip the person with the necessary impulse. So a pop bang, a palade, a Noah president, a Nanga MP, a master of farm open, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, Zini Koru, Golu Koru, Gandawi Koru, Maswa Garahena, Nsian Ladi, Napi Kasi Reva na Toman na Mwakra, Kona Wu Yasamwalako, Nsloka Kupeva. Ocho Akura Ebul Sepo, I will learn Peru, Oka Kojole, Akapele School, Mbena, Nhamwa, Omo Tetafialama, Nsenwune, Mrahako, and Ladi, Anar Kuro, Arel Lemava, Reva the Baran, Asolvis Pang, and the Nina Asolvis Panga. La Vivu, Sala West, Lava Harmo. Politics Amala party in Hiase, Banalolivo. Singing Quoro, Onyana, Lamsum party. Gandawi go here, and on. Godu go here, and on. Every Kirina Chosama, Elisi, Enyana Nasaman Lachanga, Esonia, Vota Pala, Atuvia, Enyana Nasane, Lasarositil. They just actually were wearing a rank. Kukarina Hakana, Ahana Barala, Ladi Sala West Amu, Ladi Agenda 111, Ladi Navala E Block, Ladi Lesku, Oguso Osa, River Photo, Apa Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. Others say it is not possible, but as far as we know, it is possible. Thank you very much for the opportunity. God bless you.
Thank you very much, PC for Sisala West. I now have the singular honor to call the flag bearer and leader of our party, His Excellency Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia, to engage us.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Our traditional leaders and paramount chiefs here present, leaders of the various traditional councils, the Gulu Koro, the Zene Koro, the Prima Koro, our chiefs and elders, the eminent clergy here present, the chief imam and the imams here present, our distinguished invited guests, ladies and gentlemen. I am very, very happy to be back again in Gulu. I think it was just a few weeks ago that I was at this very, very place to attend the funeral of our departed father. I come back here today as part of my campaign tour. When I was contesting for the flag bearership of the new patriotic party, I came here. I came to see our father, the Guluku, and I told him I am trying to embark on a journey to be president of the Republic of Ghana. And I know that our father, Dr. Hilary Mann, opened the door to become the first president from northern region, to be from the northern part of Ghana. And I said, before I go to contest, I've come for the blessing of our father, the Gulukuru, who was the younger brother of our former president, Dr. Hilary Mann. He gave me his blessing and said I should go. I will win. That's what he said. Then I went to contest. Many people said that the MPP will not elect me to be leader of the party. They said that in the history of the MPP has never elected a northerner to become the leader. And so they said it was not possible. But I said that with God, it's only God who chooses leaders. Only God. So if God says it is possible, it will be possible. And what was interesting in the contest was that in this country, one of the beautiful things about Ghana is that we have a very peaceful country. The most peaceful country in West Africa, and the top 5 in the whole of Africa. Most peaceful country. But we are very peaceful because of religious tolerance. There is tolerance amongst Islam and Christianity in Ghana. A tolerance that doesn't exist in many places. So when I was contesting, people said, Dr. Bawumia, you are a Muslim. Ghana has never had a Muslim president. So MPP will not vote for you. You are also a northerner. They've never had a northern leader. So MPP will not vote for you. There were 10 of us who contested. 9 of us were Christian and from the south. Only me was Muslim from the north. But the MPP, the Christians in the MPP, who are the majority, came together and said, we want you, Dr. Bawumia, to be the leader of the MPP. Without the support of the Christians, I couldn't have been leader. But because they appreciated the work that I had done and my leadership qualities, they came out and said, we are going to make you a leader, and inshallah, you'll be the first Muslim president of Ghana. So we have a lot of tolerance between our two major religions. And so once I became leader of the party and the time for campaign started, I said, let me come back home to the north and start my campaign in the northern regions before I go out to the south. And so I have started my campaign and I have gotten to the upper west region. And today I'm in Gulu, in Sisala West, to speak to you. And I'm very, very happy for the very warm welcome by my father, the Zenekuru, and all of you. This election is a unique election. Frankly, I am not sure if we will ever see this type of election again. I'm not sure. Why do I say so? This is the first election in Ghana where the two major parties are presenting candidates from the north. The first election. So whatever happens, the presidency is coming to the north. Isn't it? This is the first time. It has never happened. So there are two of us contesting. Former President Mahama and Dr. Bawumia. Of course, former president, it shows former. He has been president before. Dr. Bawumia has not been president before. So there is a big difference. We have seen him in action. He has been president. Then we ask ourselves, if the presidency is coming to the north, then what did Mahama do for the north when he had the power? He was president and had all the power. He said he was going to develop the north. He said he would do Savannah Accelerated Development Authority, SADA. Do you know of a SADA project in Gulu? No. Do you know of one in Zeni? No. Do you know of one in Prima? No. Do you know of one in Upper West? No. In the whole north, there's not one SADA project. I've been looking for it. We can't find it. But they spend hundreds of millions of dollars on SADA. When we asked them, they said they read guinea fowls. And where are the guinea fowls? They flew to Burkina Faso. We didn't see them guinea fowls again. They also said they planted trees. We said, where are the trees? They said the fire burnt all the trees. He cancelled teacher training allowances. He cancelled nursing training allowances. We had 4 years of doomsday in this country. Even chalk in the school was a problem. Chalk was a problem. So we voted him out in 2016. He came back in 2020. We voted him out again. Now he's coming back in 24. We will vote him out again. When the MPP was coming into office, we said that education is the key to development. And we made sure that we said we will do free senior high school education. When we said we will do free senior high school education, many people in the NDC said it was 419 promise. They said it will never happen. John Mahama said if he had that type of money, he will not use it for free senior high school. We insisted that it was possible. And we went ahead and implemented free senior high school education in the whole of Ghana. And we implemented it in our very first year. The president asked me, said, Dr. Bawumia, can we do it in 2017? I said, Mr. President, it is possible. Let us get it done in 2017. We have done it, and you have seen the increase in the enrollment. When from independence to 2016, 60 years of Ghana's independence, we had 800,000 students in senior high school. 60 years, 800,000 students. In 7 years after free SHS, we went up from 800,000 to 1.4 million students. 1.4. So in 7 years, we added 600,000 students. 60 years. of independence was 800,000. So you see that a lot of people were not going to senior high school because they couldn't pay. The issue of inability to pay was a real problem for our parents. And therefore, you've seen a lot. When you look at last year, the enrollment in senior high school was 500,000 students. I asked for the data to see region by region how the enrollment went. You list the regions, 16 regions, the top 5 regions, number 1 to 5 in enrollment in senior high school were the 5 northern regions. We scored 1 to 5, 90% and above in enrollment. That shows you that we are the poorer ones. We couldn't afford the senior high school, and our children are going more and more into the senior high school. It is good for the North as we go forward that more and more people are entering senior high school. We have also, when we came in, you remember I told you that there was even a problem of chalk in school. Today, we are making available to all the senior high students in Ghana tablets, free tablets for them to use. And they will all get their tablets to use. They are all going to receive their tablets. And the textbooks will all be put on the tablets. And so we are changing the whole thing. We've set up STEM schools. We are also providing free TVET for all our students. So we are doing education, major focus on education. We are also doing Agenda 111. I know Chief talked about the Agenda 111 here. Gulu and Sisala West, you have one of the highest advanced ones. So we are hoping that we can finish that one amongst those who are above 80%. We can finish them very quickly so that we can see them in operation. So we are very much focused on Agenda 111. When I brought up the idea of doing Agenda 111, at that time we saw that about 28 districts in the 5 northern regions did not have district hospitals. And many people thought we couldn't do it, to build 111 hospitals simultaneously across Ghana. But we are doing it, and by the grace of God, they will all be finished. And once they are finished, we would have solved the problem of the availability of district hospitals across the country. We have done dams, we have done one constituency, one ambulance, we have done many projects. Even here in Sisala West, you've seen the schools that have been built, you've seen the model junior high school that has been built, and all of that. We are going to continue all of that. Now, unfortunately, we have not completed many projects that you have talked about in your speech. And I've asked them to collect a copy of your speech so that when we go back, we can go through it carefully in systematic fashion so that we can help, because you're talking about the completion of the E-block in Zeni, the district court, and especially the roads network, which we missed out on the 600-kilometer EU agri-farm access program and all of that. So I think that, and then the planting for food and jobs, phase 2, the issues that have come up about it. So I'm going to take all of those things into consideration to see how quickly you are going to deal with this. One thing you have to know is that Sisala West, for me, is in my heart. I am very committed to Sisala West. Many people don't know, but I am very personally invested in Sisala West. So when you have me as a president, you will know you have a son who is sitting down as president of the Republic of Ghana. My vision for Ghana is to make sure that we, number one, focus is on agriculture. My focus as a president the major focus should be on agriculture. For this country to solve our food problem, we have to empower our farmers. When I look at the production of maize, for example, you look at Brazil, and an acre of land can produce 10 tons of maize. In China, 12 tons. In Ghana, 4 tons. Why is it that different? So we are looking to help our farmers put in the best practices. Soil fertility is an issue. Our soil scientists say, let us not rely on chemical fertilizers. Let's move to lime. Lime is a very good fertilizer for our soils. And so we are going to be moving towards lime to make our soils fertile. And we don't have to import lime because we have limestone right here in Ghana. So it will be much cheaper for our farmers. I also want to make sure we have district mechanization schemes so that the farmers can have access to equipment, tractors and other equipment, and so that they can go ahead and farm in a way that will meet our requirements. So agric will be a major focus of a Bawumia government. And if agric is a major focus, it means the 6 other areas will have to be a major focus of the government. Because this is where a lot of good farming is taking place, and some of the highest productions of maize in this country is coming from these areas. And you will see us working very closely to deal with these issues. The other area that I want us to focus on as a government is to make sure we reduce the price of electricity. We are using oil and gas to generate electricity. I believe that the time has come for Ghana to use solar power, focus on solar power, which is given to us free by God, and therefore we don't have to pay any foreign exchange to import the sun. It is here every day. We will harness it, and we are going to build 20,000 megawatts of solar power. But once we do that, we will be able to reduce the electricity prices by 50%, and that will help Ghanaians going forward. We are going to also look at other areas. For me, if you look at where we are going, jobs is got to be a major focus. The youth want jobs. So job creation has to be very, very important. And we have many opportunities to create jobs through agriculture, through agro-processing, through tourism, through the creative arts, through infrastructure, and so on. So jobs are going to be important. And you are going to also see that I will focus a lot on digital skills. The world is going the digital way, and our youth have to acquire the digital skills. So I'm going to train 1 million youth in digital skills. Even if you are a school dropout, as long as you can read and write, we will train you in digital skills. And you will acquire those digital skills, and you can sit here in Gulu and work for somebody in America or Germany or Canada or Japan, right from here, if you have digital skills. That is the nature of the world today, and that is where we are going. It's also very important. I want Ghana to be a digital country in a way, but if you don't extend telephone network and internet access and electricity to all of Ghana, then we cannot be a digital country, because there will be a divide, and I don't want there to be a divide. So I am very, very focused, and you'll see it in our manifesto. I want 100% access to electricity in our communities and 100% access to telephone networks in our communities. That is what we are going to do. And I believe it's not too difficult to get there. And I believe we should get a lot of telephone networks across all of our communities. And I think that is what we are going to try to do. So I'm very committed. You have mentioned some of the areas, and I will see how quickly, even before this election, we can get telephone access to some of the communities that you have mentioned already in this. Another area that I want to focus on is the relationship between the chiefs and the government. I think that Ghana, we have made a mistake for a long time by making sure that we have kept the chiefs away from government. But we have not benefited from it. In fact, we have suffered from it. I want to review Section 63 of the Chieftaincy Act to empower the chiefs to be able to help government. There are so many cases that go to court that could have been resolved in the chief's palaces if we had empowered the chiefs. So we will be re-looking at Section 63, and that is in our manifesto, to empower the chiefs. But you cannot empower the palaces just by words of mouth. You have to empower them financially also, so that the palaces can do the work. The paramount chiefs are there, but they also have divisional chiefs. They also have queen mothers. But currently, the allowances we pay are only paid to the paramount chiefs, and they are not living allowances. We want to pay living allowances. If the chiefs are to help us, we have to pay living allowances to the chiefs. So we are proposing that we will pay living allowances to the paramount chiefs, to the divisional chiefs, and to the queen mothers, so that the institution as a whole can be uplifted to help government in the management of this country. The second area that we want to introduce as a president is also to bring the churches and the Islamic institutions closer to government. And if you look at the work the churches do in Ghana, the schools they build, the hospitals they build, and so on. I mean, take Upper West. If you take out the schools the churches have built, then you would have collapsed the education system immediately, isn't it? You take the Islamic schools in Ghana, there are so many. Now, when you look at it, we don't actually, as a government, provide much in the way of incentives to the churches and the Islamic institutions to do this work. We don't. Rather, when our external development partners are coming to build a school, we say, oh, for you, you are external, you are a development partner, so we'll give you duty-free. You can bring in your books, you can bring in your raw materials, your hospital equipment. But if it is a church or an Islamic institution trying to build a hospital and bringing in this equipment, you say, pay duty. But the churches and the Islamic institutions, they do more for government and Ghana than our external development partners. So I am going to redesignate the churches and the Islamic institutions as development partners. They will be development partners. So if they are bringing in these goods to help build hospitals, improve schools, and so on, they will also get the duty-free access that the external development partners are also getting. And we will see a whole lot of development coming into this country. We have to encourage them and allow them to help us, just like the chiefs, to manage this country. I also want to make one point clear. We see a lot of talk which has gone on about LGBTQ plus practice, where men are marrying men and women are marrying women. Under a Bawumia president, it will never be tolerated in Ghana. It will never be tolerated, that practice. Our adini, our religion, doesn't allow it. Whether it's the Bible or the Quran, we will not allow LGBTQ plus. They can even add any other letter to it. We are not going to add, we are not going to tolerate it. From now till Judgment Day, we are not going to allow it. It will not happen. We will preserve our society. We will preserve our values. We will preserve our culture, no matter what the cost is. But we will stand firm and preserve it. We will not allow those things to happen in Ghana. And that is something that I need to state very clearly and very forcefully. Under my government, persons with disabilities will be able to go to tertiary education, university, and other things for free. We will give them free access to tertiary education so that we will go ahead. So I believe that my fathers and mothers, our chiefs, we are at a critical crossroads. As I said, this election is going to be a northern presidency. It's either Dr. Bawumia or John Mahama. John Mahama can only be president for 4 years. 4, that's the maximum. But by the grace of God, Dr. Bawumia can be president for 8 years. 8 years. So, if the presidency comes to the north, when it leaves the north, it will take a long time to come back, isn't it? There are 11 other regions also waiting to produce a president, isn't it? So when it leaves this time, when it comes back again, it will be a long time. So when the presidency is coming now, do we want it for 8 years or for 4 years? Do we want it for 8 years or 4 years? 8 years or 4 years? I believe that if you have a Bawumia presidency for 8 years, Ghana is going to be different. We will change Ghana, we will change the north, we will change Upper West, we will change Sisala West. You won't recognize. We will change it for the better, inshallah. We are going to bring progress and development. What I have done as Vice President should tell you that when I have the opportunity, I'm going to bring development. That is very, very clear. So my plea to all of you is that we should vote for Dr. Bawumia and we will get development. Let's vote for Salifu Neluwe and we will get development also in our community. We need to come together. We don't want someone who will come for 4 years and you'll see him again. Because he doesn't have to come for another election. But for Dr. Bawumia, I'll have to come back to Gulu in 4 years and you ask me, where is the nursing training college? Isn't it? Yes. Where are the roads? You ask me. So because I know I have to come back, and Zeno Koro and Golu Koro and Prima Koro, they will be calling me. The time is coming. You haven't yet started the road. You haven't yet started the... I will make sure they are done before 4 years comes, and then I have to come back to you. So with me, you have accountability, and we will be able to do the work. And I promise you, I will get the work done for you. So let us take 8 years. Let us leave the 4 years aside and go with the 8 years with Dr. Bawumia and the MPP. Thank you very much. God bless you. God bless you.
Thank you, Your Excellency. Our revered traditional leaders. Honorable Nelue, our chiefs, revered traditional leaders, our imams, pastors, we have just come to the end of these engagements, but we still have some 2 other activities after the closing prayer. His Excellency will be receiving a gift from the traditional authorities, and he will also be handing over a pickup to Hillel Liman Senior High School through the traditional authority. So we take the closing prayer from Pastor N.S. Miracle. Pastor Ernest Miracle